launch of our Emerging Europe scorecard, which showed just how much potential this region has, was very promising indeed. And I think we've got to get the message out now.
I think that's right. I think it's really good that a private sector company, a respected one like PwC, is really endorsing all the things we're saying about the attractiveness of the region too. And you're right, we need to get this out now to British companies so they can really see what it is that's here for them.
Yeah, and I took over from our minister this morning on a panel discussing these issues, and I found something very frustrating, and that was EU Budget Commissioner Janusz Lewandowski saying that by far the largest share of EU structural and cohesion funds that come to this region end up back in the pockets of Austrian, German and Dutch companies. And when you look at the competencies that we've got in the UK, I think we've simply got to change that.
I think, yeah, it's kind of galling, isn't it, that we're not in there in a bigger way. I think there's so many infrastructure projects in the region too that are just going on right now. Getting to Krynica, you see that some of the infrastructure works really well, is really well developed, but other parts of it really need developing too. And even if British companies aren't the prime contractor, we've got to get in there with some of the smaller contractors, supply them, I think.
I absolutely agree. I mean, an opportunity in this country, without any doubt at all, is rail. Poland needs to get on and really speed up its rail network. I started coming here in 1982, and I'm sorry to say one of the few things that has got slower in most of Poland since then are the trains. And it's very clear with all our dealings with the railway companies here that they're very keen to grab the best of British expertise in this area. And I know from my previous posting in Romania that the Romanians too think that we in the UK have got some fabulous rail expertise. I don't know what you think the biggest opportunities are in Hungary, Jonathan.
Well, I think they're similar. I think we're talking about rail already. I think Bulgaria too, they need to invest in a lot of rail, and there's a lot of expertise we can bring across. I think getting our message across here as well is really important. So letting the companies, letting the governments in the region know about our offer. And I think that's why our great campaign, which we've been pushing on and on and on in the last few months, through the Hungaroring Grand Prix in Hungary, through Krynica now, and we're looking forward to a whole series of new events, is a really good way of raising our profile, a really good way of showing our hosts the sort of capabilities we've got. A takeaway from our experiences so far is what one of the ministers said in the meeting this morning, that Emerging Europe has the best of both worlds. It's actually quite emerged, so the infrastructure and the solidity is there, but it's also emerging because all the opportunity is there. It's kind of a really good match of the two elements.
I agree, and that's why here we are at Krynica, and we're going upwards, which is exactly where I think we want to be with trade and investment in Emerging Europe.